You have to try hard, he says. Let's give Nili a spanking. Can you go voice with Nili while playing? I think something interesting could be like me and Nili play, and then we could jump on voice together after and analyze together. I think that could be educational for everyone. Might suggest that to him after. Give him puntos, please. He wanted me to try hard, man. These Indians. So we'll do that. Elefantos. I gotta play fairly properly. If we're gonna do it like this, where it'll be a little bit of an educational approach, gotta play fairly standard. So, yeah, let's try to take a little bit of educational approach. I'm Burmese against Indians, right? I would say Indians will be the better civ, mid-feudal age, and through castle age, at least. It's actually a difficult civ matchup to play, but if Burmese get to Arambai, then it can be difficult for Indians. Right now my goals are pretty bad so far. All the goals are on the left side. Main goal is fairly close, so that's good. But these two are quite exposed. So a castle up here would have been very nice. Maybe town centers. And the arms. Powers is standard Bulba meta. Maybe if you're a pleb. So he should be around here. Based on the relics that we can see, we should be able to figure out that that's where he's hiding it. Stout sticker is glorious. Of course. That's one of his goals, making a house. That's his main goal. No. Pushing deer. Greedy, greedy, greedy. Well, he wanted to try hard, so I'm gonna stop his greediness. It's cancer to play against, yes, but it's not as strong as people think it is. Agreed. It's it often depends on the map as well, though. It can be super strong in certain scenarios and certain sim matchups. Always depends in that regard as well. Yeah, VOD yesterday's stream. Yeah, but not the day before, right? I haven't actually checked today. But I assume the day before is not there still. He seems to have a real compact map when it comes to woodlands. His gold seems to be quite forward. But besides that, his map seems very compact. No. I did a mistake here though. I want to go man-at-arms, but I did make my second mill. That obviously is not ideal with that in mind. I'm gonna just long distance mine gold for the time being. VOD of the day before is still missing, yeah. That sucks. Yep. Issue here is that this man arms push will come quite late. Oh boy, oh boy. You have a host from Channel 1. Hello, all the plebs from Channel 1. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Viper. Play Age of Empires 2 and different Age of Empires games. Today we're going to play Age of Empires 2 and Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition. So if that's your cup of tea, you're free to stick around. So we're playing against a German guy called Nili. He's a good player looking to improve. So right now we're just playing a straight up game with him. And we're going to jump in and analyze the game between. So I have really easy access to my stone here. So I'm thinking Aramba is on the cards here. Seems like scout player from him. Makes sense. We can wall this part off. Okay, it's just playing using his scouts defensively. I think with the map he has right now, probably wouldn't make sense for him to even play offensive. Like just keep activity. He doesn't need to defend against these men-arms because I can't do anything to his map. And his advantage with the scouts is mobility, and he's just not using that right now. Would make sense if he has a really exposed area, but he is walled and his base, like I said, is really compact, so he should have just been using his scouts aggressively. Which I think he might be doing right now. So I'm probably gonna sneak in a gate there. The house! Let's see if we can save him. We could not. He lost the scout though. It's not an end of the world for me. Oh god, these idols are bad though. That's what happens when you're a scout addict, trap addict. I'll go on the outside here, finish the wall. He did have ranges as well. So he wants to go archer's follow-up. Sloppy by him though to allow me to kill that skirm. Should also not have lost a villager. 2 villagers for free. Almost. I think I killed all the scouts as well. My game has been super sloppy so far, but how does he go there? I lost another villager. Really sloppy play by me, but it's quite sloppy from him as well now, losing those scouts. Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish the wall. And then my men-at-arms are doing too much now. They shouldn't be allowed to do what they're doing. I'm gonna wall off, and we can prepare for scouts for Aramba in the long run. But yeah, really sloppy game on me so far. I have enough stone now that I can drop also defensive towers I need to. I think we killed all his scouts. Well, Nili asked me to play proper, so I'm trying to take a little bit of a proper approach. So yeah, again, if he wants to pressure anywhere, I'll just make towers. And I'll go straight onto a Rambai from this. So it's coming in now. We might have to tower this. I'm gonna make a stable though as well, because I want to have bloodlines and husbandry for my Rambai. So I can make a stable and make 2-3 scouts. And that will serve as protection as well. I just get 5 more wood. Thank you. So sad to play proper. No, I'm not sad, it's fine. I don't mind. But my game so far has been very sloppy. Guess it's the first game of the day. Tendencies. There's an archer. I'm gonna cancel the scout because it looks like he's leaving. Makes sense. He doesn't know what I have inside. So going in would be pretty much suicide for him. I'll play a Rambai, add mangonels and town centers. And we should be in a really good position. He will probably go camel, archer, camel skirm. A few monks. We'll see. I'll make my castle here, since this area should be safe. Make one knight, just to see what he's doing. Maybe pick up a skirm, run around a little bit. So we're switching to a Rambai ASAP. Like, he did an archer switch here, but it took so long because those men-at-arms were stayed alive for that long, that I really think that this archer push slowed down his castle age time a lot now. As Indians, you should be up at this point. He's trying to wall off space, another range, could be cavalry transition. Town center. Yo, the Ace W, thank you very much for your sub. Okay, it seems like crossbow. So, mangonel is definitely necessary for me. With the mangonel, we should still be fine. Day 2,000 viewers. Yeah, we have channel 1 over here at the moment. So everyone there getting some glorious Age of Empires thrown in their face. I want to see them. I want his arm to show up. Okay, there we go. He doesn't have a very late reaction by him. He might also have first game tendencies. That was quite sloppy. Okay, I want to TC up on the gold. So we'll use this knight to scout the area, so we have time to retreat in case archers come in here. Once you have 2 mangonels, making monastery. I will add monastery eventually. I wanted town centers first. Don't pick up the relics, get some healing, maybe conversions if he is making camels. He has to be really careful now. Can't afford those hits. He's playing with fire now. I still have the better army here. I guess with perfect micro he does have the better army. But that's asking for a lot. He lost the hill now, so that's gonna be a big problem for him. Means I'm also gonna have a castle drop coming up. Oops. A big shot there. Probably get the upgrade. Okay trade for him there, but again, I think we're just in... When you're playing defensive against Aramba and Mangonels, then you know you're in a pickle. I also have full eco behind this, which is a big problem for him. We have taken very good trades so far. As long as the Aramba numbers stay alive, that is bad news for him. Let's see. Oh, that was a disaster. Oh, we actually got a conversion. Too bad. I can't fight this crossbows obviously in a straight up fight. Just need to use the mobility. I can drop a castle now, so I think this crossbow army is out of position, right? Because they're chasing these Arambai. I think that gives us a window where I can send a bunch of villagers forward. So I'm going to show my Aramba here again, which means he's going to fall back with his crossbows. And it should give me the time window too.
Okay.
Give me the time to drop the castle on the hill. There's the crossbows.
Okay.
1-for-1. And we get out of there. And we should have the better army, so that castle is definitely going up. Now this should be... Oh! That was a good find by him. But yeah. This game should be very, very, very much in our favor now.
Follow you.
Hello, country rebel. What's up? Just heal up, wait for Imperial Age, and take it from there. I think his crossbows should be counterattacking now, but don't see a signs of them yet, so yeah. The thing is, against the Burmese that wants to go around by, you can't let them get there without hurting them, especially with a civ like Indians that have such a great eco. Definitely should have been more pressure on me earlier. Bye, Channel 1. What are you playing? I'm playing Age of Empires 2 at the moment. Oh. So yeah, wonder what Unity will go for. Villager there. We'll take care of that. It's probably gonna be... I'm not 100% sure what he will go for here. He does obviously have those crossbows alive still. So for sure it's gonna be something with archery ranges. Probably gonna have to evacuate this because he knows I'm there. I'm controlling 2 of his golds now as well. That's a big issue for him, right? So I think he could try to go camel, but I don't think he has the gold to make that sufficient. I'm guessing skirms will be his flavor. Yes, this is Skyrim Ultimate Edition. Exactly. Doesn't have +3 though. Maybe he's... Oh wait, no, he has... No, he has... Ah, he's going bomber cannons. Skirm's bomber cannon seems to be the thing he's going for. Okay, let's get block printing and a redemption then. Yeah. I can still kill this army though. This army isn't very strong. Especially once I have a elite. I just need to save this trap. Waste by Nili. Should not let that happen. Those are so important for him. I can fight this. Trying to keep my monks alive for his bomber cannons. Game should be over now. Not sure how much eco he went to imp with, but his army does not pack a punch. Now we can convert his bomber cannons. So yeah, his eco definitely looks like it's in shambles. Barely. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of farms. Eco does not seem to be in shape. I just play on PC, yes. Yes, we went for the skirm. But he doesn't have bracer. Like, the biggest issue for him, if he has bracers, he trades way better here with his army. He still loses the fight probably, but at least he trades with the army better. But yeah, this castle, obviously this castle up on this hill, he doesn't have gold anymore. Both his extra golds are here. That's the issue with mobility, guys. The guy with mobility can always dictate where you fight, so I just run around, right? You run around, bring his army out of position, and then we take that opportunity to to make a push on a very decisive hill. If I was him, I don't think I would ever leave that hill at all.
Connected.
You have to ask Nili about Inkosh yesterday. What? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
User entered your channel. Error. Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Camels would be a better decision. He did make some camels, but he doesn't have gold to make camels throughout the game, right? So yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
it felt like I kind of know that you will play few TCs at the start, right? Most likely Burmese plays like 1 TC, Mangonel, Rambai.
No, I had town centers right away as well.
Ah, okay.
I did Siege Shop after second TC.
After second TC, okay. Okay, makes sense.
I mean, you know that from the start anyway, right? That Aramba is one of the main targets of Burmese if they had the chance.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't understand. Like, first of all, your map was really good for defending men-at-arms.
Yeah.
So you didn't need to keep your scouts at home at all. You could have sent the scouts right away forward. You didn't need those to defend anything.
Yeah, true.
Your skirms is a little bit sloppy. Wasted a few skirms here and there, some damage. Lost a village on the gold. Also, you killed some villas for me as well with the scouts. But
yeah, that was at the same time.
Yeah, but you're trying to transition into the range units. Your killing of mine villagers and slowing me down doesn't hurt what I'm trying to do as much. You're trying to switch on to archery ranges, and those villagers not being able to take gold slows down that a lot.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think you should have just made a few skirms and micro those men-at-arms to death before you went for gold. What was your like castle age plan? What?
Like I kind of knew the left-hand side hill will be important, so Mangonel crossbow was my plan, and then some camels to potentially snipe.
Okay. Well, I think regardless, you probably should have done more pressure on feudal age. Probably add even more scouts and then like group up scouts and skirms in attack.
It felt like you were walled so quickly.
Yeah, I was, but still, pressure is always forcing, maybe force out 2 or 3 towers. You force me to maybe make another spearman. Like, Indians has such a good economy as well that you just want to take that opportunity to hurt your opponent if you can. And you're still going to be in a good position economically from your base. You play Indians, like you ended up playing a passive Indians game. Passive play against Aramba Mangonel is not something you want to do. You want to be able to sneak in some jabs here and there before potentially transitioning to the defense.
Okay. I just feared like if I play like 3 extra scouts, archers a bit more aggressively, then my castle age time will be like 2 minutes behind you. And then I feel like then I'm in a real pickle if I have to play archer skirm for a small moment against your first Rambis.
No, but it still takes time to get the castle up. It takes time to get mangonels up. You're gonna still be making army that you're using in castle age from the archery range. Like, it doesn't hurt you in that regard that you're saying right now.
Okay.
I mean, you put pressure, like, you're not gonna lose those skirms, you're not gonna lose those archers, because you're just putting pressure, right?
Yeah, true.
And as long as those archers stay alive, eventually you're gonna fall back with them once there's 4 or 5 Arambai out and maybe a Mangonel. But by that time you should also be ready to be in castle age and get your own upgrades. Then you're more controlling the pressure of the points of early castle age rather than him.
Okay,
like, you just let me play my dream game, right?
Yeah.
I got to play town centers, castle, Aramba, Mangonel, Monk.
Yeah.
And then I used mobility to get the castle on the hill, because you sent your whole army to deal with the Aramba on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially cities that can compete with Burmese economy bonuses has to put pressure on Burmese. You cannot let them just do a pure FC. I didn't have to make 1 tower. I was taking stone early because I told my chat that now I have stone to make towers against this, like, your pressure. So if you pressure me, I can just make 2 or 3 towers. Okay. And that slows down my castle as well, right? So
yeah.
That's the only strength Burmese has in Castle Age. Sure, you could make knights, whatever, but Monk, Arambai, Mangonel. That's the composition you really want to avoid. Sorry, come again?
I didn't have a good castle placement that I oversaw, right?
You
Because I
oversaw.
had, like,
mean-
I didn't see.
I mean, after my castle was up.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't see much either. I mean, look, I think your approach in that position was right. I mean, Bracer was something you missed for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I just realized after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
rushed chemistry and bombard cannons.
Yeah, that was fine. The thing is, Burmese as well is so cheap, the monastery upgrades you can just make. I think the position I'm in there is unlosable. Because I have all the answers to everything.
Yeah.
Everything you have. So you're right.
Yeah.
Monks will convert everything, like bomber cannons wise. Castles on the hill. You can't beat my army without gold units. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a really tough situation. That's why I'm saying that avoiding Mangonel, Arambai, Monk, or delaying it as long as possible is the ultimate key to success against Burmese.
Okay. Good luck, have fun.
Good luck. Right, I'm not talking to him. No, back to the game. I don't know if you guys, is it... Oops. I'm not sure if you guys are keeping up. Like, how complicated is the topics we're talking about? I assume they're not too complicated. It's hopefully beneficial for you guys to listen to as well. However, do you know I can change my profile picture and make sure how can I spend my sparks? Sparks you can spend, there's a skills button beneath the stream, to the bottom right of the stream. There's a skills button. There you can spend sparks. Your profile picture you can change in your dashboard settings. So, this time we have Persians against Chinese. In general, you would say that Chinese has a civ advantage here. This game will just play scouts into archery ranges probably. And take it like that. Really interesting and fine to follow. Okay, cool. Good. I was to underestimate the skills of the chat. And the stream is running fine. We had some issues yesterday, but I think all the Mixer had issues yesterday. Hopefully it's running fine today. Well, our map is really open this game. I think I'm gonna have to play more Feudal Age army here. Because... Where was my board? The map is looking really open everywhere. So I don't think we can wall this. Which means I need to find other ways to compensate. And in this case, my most likely... The options if you can compensate for a bad map in general is either you make more units and completely control the game, or you tower up. Those are like your two options when it comes to compensating for bad maps. You can also go forward, of course. Strategy choice. That's your cup of tea. Why don't you get money from Sparks anymore? Just number bonus. Mixer changed their approach to that. I guess the Sparks system they had wasn't sustainable in the long term, and they are working towards things that are sustainable. So, understandable. Obviously, a bit of a shame for streamers, but still, at least the Sparks is still a free way of supporting people. That's never a bad thing. Yeah, that's really bad. I hate losing HP on my scout. I hate it. Are you talking about Nili? Imagine if all sports, esports have their best players generous enough to coach in the same way that Viper does. Overall quality increases all around. But yeah, again, still Age of Empires is not a multi-million esport. If there were millions of dollars at stake, I wouldn't be trying to help potential opponents, etc., you know? In the same way. I think Age of Empires is a much more closer community in terms of opponents as well. Like, I'm friends with so many of the enemies, my enemies, if you can say that. And I wish the best for a lot of them. Well, I think obviously rivalries in other games is way more, can be way more tense, because they're fighting for way bigger money, prizes, etc. So we got some revenge. Both of us have lost some HP now on the scout. Obviously there are other games as well where people are happy for each other and wish the best for their opponents as well. So yeah, I'm gonna open scouts and transition from there. Probably scouts into archery ranges and archers. Versions still have fully upgraded crossbows and castle age, so even though you don't get arbalest, or do you get arbalest but you don't get bracer? No, they don't get arbalest. Even though you don't get arbalest, you still have fully upgraded crossbows and castle age. That can still be used. Great effect, of course. Can't click this tree for... damn it. Your thoughts on a man-at-arm opening for Chinese? I don't like it. I think their economy is so fragile already that I think, like, the early economy for Chinese is quite difficult. So I think trying to go man-at-arms with Chinese is quite... You need to lure deer. I think it's fine if you lure deer. Let's leave it at that. Without luring deer, I think man-at-arms openings are... Chinese can be really tough to execute, not to defend. Obviously defending it is always tough. But executing Chinese men-at-arms without luring deer, economy is super fragile. I want to stay by his barracks to find out if he's going men-at-arms, but I don't think so. I think he's going scouts. Where's the stable? Either I see a stable now, or the men-at-arms have already left. There's some movement there. He might already have men-at-arms out on the map. Spearman. Yeah, the issue now is I don't see a stable, so I don't really know. That's really bad timing to be housed. Let's fix that. Feeling like he has men-at-arms coming towards my wood line. Sending his spears. At least he wants to pressure the wood line. He hasn't shown any units yet. Thought it would be scouts. Could be wrong. Woo. Still confused as to what exactly he's making here. His plan is to confuse me. He's doing a hell of a job. Still no sign of his actual army choice. Okay, scouts. Thanks for the confirmation. Yeah, like I said, in this game I'll probably play more army. Oops, I need a house again. Because my map is very open and exposed. Especially the gold, so I'm gonna have to be more military focused here. That was probably too far-fetched. Being for a quick... Even a pro waller like that would have struggled with that one. Well, in this case, normally you might stop making scouts. I'm gonna keep making her, because not only is my map bad, he has all his resources forward in one area, so big chance for me to put a lot of pressure here. Game goes on. Still playing defensive. So I'm gonna try and switch to offense then. With everything I have. Mysterio, thank you so much for the resub, sir. I appreciate that. Hope you are doing well. I don't know where his army is. Maybe I sent my spears away too fast. I would like to see his army. Is that archery range? Yeah. I just want to see his spears and his scout. Okay, there are the spears. Okay, actually, I'm gonna send my spears home. The map is too open. I don't feel safe here. He's just not showing his army anywhere. It's really confusing. Oh boy. Poor reactions by me not sending... my scouts back right away, but the thing is, this might, funnily enough, this might actually turn out in my favor. He now wasted some scouts. Sure, I lost some villagers, but I like that he's playing like this. Should make an interesting game. I think he's struggling a little bit with the multitask. He's losing too much. He's trying to be too aggressive, and he's struggling because he can't keep up. So now he has lost too much military. Like there was a typical where he was like, okay, I'm doing some damage. Okay, this is my time. This is my moment to pounce. But he actually lost too many units attempting to in the attempt. A little bit wasteful by me now. I think we can afford this. My fletching upgrade was a little bit late. Still good trades by us overall, but yeah, I did get a little bit sloppy towards the end. Last few trades. Seems like he had the same sort of approach with the mass army, because his map, his resources are exposed. Should be real tough for him to come back here. I think he simply tried to bite over more than he could chew. If I can say it like that. Can go cast edge as well now. The tower is also too late. He's not identifying the problem fast enough in general. What? They're not shooting. That was really strange. He has armor upgrades as well now. I think I'm probably gonna have to evacuate. I'm gonna stop the archer so I have some gold left for knights as I hit castle edge. But I think with the archers I should be able to defend this. With the skirms rather. Not sure why he's leaving my gold. It's a little bit strange to me. I don't think leaving my gold was the right choice. Oh, he's still going full dual age. He doesn't really have much of a choice, I think, at this point. Yeah, he's losing too much. I think I could also play cow archers here, and it would be a good choice. I have lost some bills still, so he might feel like he still has a chance. But he has lost quite a bit as well. Oh. Oh, that might be it. A really tough map for us to defend, so I think his approach was correct, especially with his wood lines being quite exposed as well. So I think the approach he did was correct. I think he just tried to do a little bit too much at once, at one point, and then he just suddenly lost half his army, if not even more. Yeah, our map was really bad this game. Probably would have just been justifiable to make a tower here for me. I usually like to play without towers as much as I can. Really good practice as well. Yeah, Nili played well. Mismanagement of I think there was this one point where he just pushed a little bit too much from a little bit too many sides. And I think it just kind of snowballed out a little bit out of control for him there. Yeah, 1,000 more food in our bank. What civ did you get in the Mono Civ Cup? I haven't been asked to send anything in yet.
Yo. I didn't hate my play.
You didn't hate your play?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, you play really well. I think just the first, when you tried the multi-prong attack at the start, it just kind of snowballed a little bit out of control there. You traded a little bit too... You killed 2 vills, I think, with the scouts or so, but like you lost too much army.
Yeah, probably.
So
Could I have done more hit and run at your wood line then?
Yeah, I could have. I think you just you tried to do a little bit too much, I think. Because you lost scouts to spears, you were fighting villagers, sure, like I said, you killed some vills, you lost some archers. Probably would have been better to just take what damage you can and then stabilize or regroup rather.
Okay.
Because you started sending in like 1 or 2 scouts with like 2 or 3 archers towards my gold as well. And
yeah, I just wanted to keep you honest there.
Yeah. It just but it felt like you were just trying to do a little bit too much at that point. But of course the pressure was really good. I would probably kill most top below top 50 players quite fast in that regard. Because my map was really exposed.
Yeah.
I would say any player that isn't like top 20, 30 player would probably die to that. But I was super confused. I had no idea what you were doing for the longest time. I didn't know where your army was. I had a real hard time keeping track of your army early game. So if that was your plan, then good job.
Well, I built this stable away from you.
Yeah, I kept looking for that. I tried to figure out what you were doing. Man arms, scouts.
Well, you
but then
saw my gold, right?
I did, but I wanted to
Yeah.
keep in case you started making militia at some point. I didn't know you could have also been taking gold elsewhere, right? But then I saw you made 2 spearmen, so then I was like, okay, should be scouts. But yeah, it was a good play for sure. Oh, talk about Khmer. Khmer against Portuguese. This is the dream. This is literally my dream. This is my dream. The dream, boys. I'm living the dream. 2 best civs in the game going at it. It's a sign. That's so sick. I have dreamed about this day. I have dreamt about this day. Map seems pretty open still. There's a boar there. Have all our sheep. Scorpions versus Oringans. I don't think we're gonna see that, but another dream of mine. Samsung. Easy wall off here actually. It makes our map pretty decent. Pretty decent. Samsung. Damn, they went back. I think I found one deer. Don't need to send two. Hola. Okay, he has deer next to his mill. Stone exposed. Sort of walling off already. Do 19 pop. And go for scouts. What are you planning? I'm planning to go scouts. Scouts and adapt, but I think he might be fully walled, so I'm not sure if the scouts will actually do much. That's my concern right now. But based on what I'm seeing, don't think scout. Actually, he's still open on the left side. Could be. So his red colors. I assume his scout is in the area. Oh, okay. Guess we gotta eat you there. Walling was such a tryhard. Yes. Taking deer. Slap him by him. Get pulled away like that. Find out if he's on gold. So, seems like man arms maybe? Oh, not like this. It's good if free spearman. Should probably make a house. Problem for his man arms here is that they're all getting split so much. He's not taking cost-effective trades against my units. Let's add a second lumber camp. Is Eustace doing well? Yep, Eustace is doing great. I will switch into add some skirms here. Keep this guy around to see where his archers are going. Seems pretty well secure here. But I think that range isn't too fast, so I don't think I should worry too much yet about archers with fletching or anything like that. I have an easy wall up here now as well. We're uploading Age of Mythology to YouTube. I will. Don't have time. I could, but I don't, like when I'm done streaming these 10-hour streams, I don't really feel like sitting down editing and rendering. So I will sort that out next week. No fletching still. So I'll upload the newest episodes next week. Oh, it's still there. Very defensive approach for him. Should have sent Vils to gold earlier. Not good by me. Could be cheeky and be like, okay, no, it's double range. Okay, it's good. Good to get that confirmation. Still open. At this point, I don't understand why he doesn't just close completely. Why leave this open? I was doing a panic tower. Don't really care about the villager here. I would like to trade against his archers and spears. I think he was being a little bit too greedy here and is coming back to bite. And also missed micro again, releasing archers against just skirms. It's not trades you can afford. So he's wasting so many units here. The game sound just increased a lot. It should not. I think it's just because I'm clicking a lot now. There's a lot of noises going on. We're playing some good after Kappa. We'll see. This is a problem for him. I wonder what his follow-up will be here. Because he obviously has taken quite a bit of damage. He's still crossbowed and he lost so many numbers. We have bloodlines and armor, so I'm gonna run in here and take some damage now. And take some... Ooh. Yeah, it is crossbow still. Problem for him then is I'm gonna have elephants in my base. So those crossbows don't really do much either. Sending him to the left side first, because just in case he is sending crossbows around. Okay, but we seem to be on the front. So should be fine. So many spears. I swear I had an elephant at home. That house is going down dangerously fast, Nili. He's busy microing here, so he's not noticing this. Trying to look for his monk. I'm sure he has one. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Oh, yeah, he does. Let's see. Oh, he's actually running. He should have committed there, I think. Oh boy, we got it. There's a town center, actually. He has taken too much damage. Game should be over. Now I'm gonna add seed push-ups and do some scorps. Because we have the setup now for that to make sense. He has lost way too much here. Man, what a game. I miss playing this, dude. There's so many people still playing this game. It's available on Steam. We're using a client called Woobly. And Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is on the way as well. So there's no better time to get back into this game than today. If not exactly today, but you know what I mean, in general. Let's go. I guess it's this. Oh, it was not that open. Well, I'll trade for that. Let's see if we have some luck. Yes, we did. Actually, I'll just fight his crossbows and I'll let the scout attack there. It's getting debated hard here. That's actually not the best that I gave him an elephant. My elephants are working against me. A little bit unnecessary, but that was again a mistake by him. Okay, so you actually did a town center there. Quite ballsy indeed. Probably should have abandoned it. Yeah, misclick. Thanks for sparks, Subaru. I think this game is over, so I feel like at this point I can probably do whatever I want. So I think I'm gonna add elephants, more stables than elephants to finish the game. See if we can snipe the monk. Oh, noticed. There they are. Oh boy, it's a lot of sparks. The monk is exposed. Yep, he wants to do a defensive castle. Not gonna allow that. GG. His eco as well, it's not looking like great eco. Too few farms, not even enough to probably keep village production going 100%. We have a full flourishing economy at home. I think again he lost this, like just poor use of his archers and like leaving this open for no reason at all, letting my scouts in, doing a defense, forcing a defensive tower. I don't know if you remember the early feudal age time when we were at this tower. That's so unnecessary. If he has walls, he doesn't have to worry about it. Then he can make the tower safely behind the walls. And since he left this open, he had to use his army. He has to. It was just like a chain reaction that. It's a decision that causes a chain reaction of bad events for him. Didn't know people still play this. Dude, King Mowgli, there's so many people that still play this game. Every day, people like yourself come into my chat, other people who's streaming Age, both on Mixer and Twitch, and they say, "Wow, didn't know people still play this." And it's awesome because the game is it's going strong. We have competitive tournaments in 2 weeks. There's a LAN finals in Manchester. There's going to be streamed over Twitch and Escape TV, sponsored by Microsoft. So yeah, there's still bunch of players playing. There's competition. There's a lot of people that watch the streams, and yeah, it's just still going strong in this game. Our best confirmed.
Yo. Now even only 1 point.
Man, Nili, that's my wet dream, man. Portuguese and Khmer in the same game. I couldn't barely contain myself.
Oh man.
Why did you leave your gold open though? I don't understand that. You walled everything and then you leave your gold open.
Yeah, I should have walled the rest there. Yeah.
Forces, I mean, it makes you have to do the panic tower. I mean, the tower might be fine either way.
I got work off today, so can watch for a couple hours today.
1 sec, sorry, I just had an alert. Okay, yeah, but if there are walls, you might have to do the tower anyway, but you don't have to do a panic tower. You can do a control tower. And then everything just goes out of control because you have to send your archers out, and there are skirms sitting there waiting for them with armor, and the low numbers the skirms trade amazingly well, right?
Yeah.
My scouts are inside. It's just like not walling that part put you in such a difficult position.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it worth it to attack the mill there if you have 2 houses next to the berries?
No.
So should I always go for the woodline with men-at-arms then?
Honestly, I don't like men-at-arms against Khmer in general. The only thing you can do is pretty much cause idle time.
Yeah.
Like, I can always jump in and out and I can do damage to your men-at-arms. So you, if anything, sure, you're causing idle time, but you're gonna like lose HP still on your men-at-arms. So, I mean, it's still, of course, men-at-arms is always good, but I don't think men-at-arms is the best choice against Khmer.
Yeah, I just felt like my map was so compact there that I felt like men-at-arm into crossbow should be kind of uncontested, but well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you wall the whole map, then you're fine opening men-at-arms no matter what you're playing against, pretty much. But leaving that thing open when I have mobility and counter units doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you had, like I have units that don't do too much damage. If you're walled, I cannot break your walls, I cannot kill villagers, I cannot do anything. So all you needed was to wall that gap, and then I couldn't have done anything. Until my Scorps come, of course.
Yeah. Well.